Welcome to this Excel Quickie where I'm going to show you 3 ways to add or keep leading zeros with your numbers in Excel. It's pretty easy, so let's get started with the first one. Here we have a number, 2 leading zeros, but I did a little trick to keep them there. You use a single quote, just like that, then type your number, enter, and that's it. So here, before we click the cell, before we double click the cell or go to edit it, you cannot see the apostrophe. You can see it here in the formula bar, but when we go to double click it, it is back there. So it doesn't really affect it, it just makes it as text. So single quote, enter, keep all your leading zeros, easy peasy. Next one's pretty cool and very simple as well. Go to the Home tab and format your cell as text. So if we edit here, you can see there is no single quote dude at the front, just the number. So we go over here, let's say this one is formatted, well, it's currently formatted as text. Let's format it as general, the default one, 001. That's what happens by default, as we all know. So you just select the cell before you input the number, format it as text, 001. Easy peasy. And I really like this one because if you're going to be entering a lot of numbers or inputting a lot of numbers, you can just format the entire range or the entire worksheet as text and then very quickly input a bunch of serial numbers and keep it looking exactly how you typed it. So let's go to the next one. This one, it doesn't keep any zeros, but it's going to add them if you need them. And we have 2 ways to do that right here. It's pretty darn cool. So what we're going to do is just change the formatting. So first select some cells where you want to have your zeros, then right click them and go to Format Cells. Let me pull this guy back on the window. Okay. Then go to the Number tab, Custom, and down here for Type. I already did one of them, but let's go ahead and remove it. What you want to do is you want to, for this one, we want to input 3 zeros, 0, 0, 0. And let's hit OK and see what happens. So let's say I just input 1. It automatically adds leading zeros. How cool is that? So this way, when you just do for the custom format 3 zeros, no quotation marks, nothing else, it will always be this length. It'll just fill in the zeros for, let's say, so I put in 1 number, it fills in 2 zeros. I put in 2 numbers, it'll fill in 1 zero. I put in 3 numbers, it'll fill in no zeros. So it's a pretty cool way to do it. This one is a little bit different. Let's go ahead and try this. We have zeros and quotation marks and then the pound sign, now known as the hashtag sign. Okay, so let's select it. I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Control 1 to get here this time. I kind of like that shortcut. Then Number tab, Custom. All right, let's go down here. Delete this. Quotation mark, 0, 0, quotation mark, pound sign. Then let's hit OK. Test it out this time. 1. Looks the same this time. 1, 2. Looks a little different this time. So this way, when you put it in with quotation marks, it will always have that many leading zeros. So 1, 2, 3, it's going to have 2 leading zeros in front of it. There are lots of other formats that you can use, but I think this is going to be the 2 most often used formats. So just zeros without any quotation marks, and then zeros with quotation marks and the pound sign afterward. And that's 3 ways that you can keep or add the leading zeros to numbers in Excel.